Hi, welcome to the Biscuitery. I'm Milan and today I'm going to show you how to make a gluten-free chocolate cake. So the ingredients you'll need are some chocolate. I chose a mix of dark chocolate and milk chocolate, some sugar, 6 eggs that are already separated, some chestnut puree, which is the equivalent of a whole tin of chestnut purees, unsweetened, and some butter. So the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven at 180 degrees. So you also need a hand mixer. You can do it by hand if you want, but it's going to be a massive workout. And a tin with a removable bottom. So I buttered it and also lined the bottom with some parchment paper. Next, we'll be melting the chocolate in the microwave. I'm going to do that 30 seconds at a time and then I'll show you when it's done. The chocolate has completely melted now. I'm going to leave it to cool for a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to whisk those 6 egg yolks into stiff peaks. So now the egg whites are nice and frothy. I'm going to use the whisks again and put my butter and sugar in another bowl and cream that together until pale and fluffy. That's it. Now I'm going to gradually add my egg yolks. That's it. Now I'm going to add the all-important chestnut puree. So this is going to replace our flour and it's going to give a nice moist texture to the cake. It's almost like a chocolate brownie, but gluten-free, flour-free, and with a tiny taste of chestnut. A grey batter, appetizing. So if you're worried that the chestnut is going to be quite strong, it's not. It's a very subtle flavour. And the chocolate is quite strong, so you'll still be able to taste it, but it's going to be very delicate. Now I'm going to add the melted chocolate. And whisk again. That looks more like a chocolate cake. Now I'm done with the whisks, so I'll just wipe that clean quickly. It's nice. Yes. Now we're going to add our stiff egg whites. So I'm going to start with only a dollop of it in the bowl. And just fold it in. So that's to loosen the batter, so the rest of the egg whites can be incorporated much easier. So when that's done, you can add the rest. It's a lot of it. And fold it in. Might take a little time, but it will get there. I think that's about it. So it should be quite light, not liquid. And now I'm going to pour that into my cake tin. So there isn't a lot of sugar in the batter, only because the chocolate is quite sweet already, so you really don't need that much sugar. And that's going to go in the oven for about an hour. So the cake has been in the oven for an hour now, and you can see it's still wobbly, but that's okay. It's not completely liquid inside. It's set. So it's quite risen, it has quite risen, but it's going to go down as it cools down. So you can't eat it now. You have to let it cool completely, and then we can cut into it. So I've just taken the cake out of the tin. So it's completely cool now. I'm going to dust it with a bit of icing sugar, just because, you know, it's not the best looking cake in the world. It's probably going to taste amazing. Nice. And now, the moment of truth. Let's cut into it. So you can see how the texture is really moist. Still set, especially around the edges and on the top. So let's try it. Really good. The chocolate isn't too strong because the chestnut sort of balances it out. It's not too sweet either, so the icing sugar is a nice touch. Actually, it's very light, surprisingly. All that egg white makes it really, really light. Nice. I'll finish that in a minute. So remember, for all the quantities for the cake, it's all on my blog, so the link is in the description below. And also remember to check out all of the social media for the biscuiterie. Bye!